Now, I was teaching something very important this morning about the way God works. And I was teaching you about the spirit realm and the physical realm, right? Alright? In John 4, God is a spirit, you understand that, right? In Genesis 1 verse 26 and 27, God came and made man. In Genesis 2, he formed man from the dust, right? You understand that. But there's a realm God speaks from. It is the spirit realm. Alright, but God also is making it clear. I don't just speak from that realm. There's another realm where everything I speak takes shape. Without that realm, nothing will come to the physical, though is God. And that realm was revealed in Jeremiah 29. Jeremiah 29 verse 11. Yes. Jeremiah 29 verse 11 said, I know the thoughts that I think towards you. They are thought of peace, not of what? Evil. Alright? To give you an expected end. Now, in Jeremiah chapter number 1, Jeremiah 1 verse 5. Before I formed you in the belly, I knew you. Before you came out from the womb, I sanctified you, and I ordained you a prophet to nations. So something happens before creation. God said he knew. And I was showing you in the morning how that the man that God created is as old as the head. And in the spirit realm, there is no age difference between you and Adam, because man was made and created, finished on the same day. So God is now saying that I did not just make you, I knew you before making you. The same way an artist that will draw my picture is drawing my picture because I exist. You can't draw my picture from your imagination. You must have seen something you are drawing from. So God does not just make man, he thinks man before he makes man. Now, so the issue is this: the power for creation is coming from the spirit realm. The thought, the image of what God wants to do is in the thought realm. Now, this is the realm that demonic world explore, called the astral realm. That realm is so powerful because it also have much rich spiritual matters. Alright, then there is the thought realm, where the energy coming from God now begin to form in that realm. It must be seen in that realm so it can take shape in the physical. If that realm is moved, though there is power, but there's a gap. Meaning that God supplies energy, supplies ability. He supplies, but he said, before I formed you, I knew you. Meaning that I formed you according to what I know. I formed you according to a blueprint that already existed. I formed you according to something I have. The original copy existed in my mind, so I have to form according to the copy. Meaning that the books you write, they existed somewhere. It is your duty to download them. Everything we do already existed. This is the pattern of God's operation. Now hear me, hold on. The reason why we struggle is that we try to do not from the finished. The spirit realm is very rich. Rich in space, no time. If you understand the fact that there is no time in the spirit realm, you will not doubt when I said you are the same age mate with Adam. Alright, but there's a realm where both past and present are the same, and future. And that's why God in that realm is not called Alpha and Omega, because there's no bridge. It's Alpha Omega, beginning end. In heaven there's no sunset and sunrise. They both exist at the same time. I used to believe that children really, they are created when parent comes together, and then so that's when they are formed. That's not when they are formed. That's not when they are formed. Alright, if you are talking about their biology, alright, yes, you say they are coming together, yes, fertilization occurs, yes, and then the result is this, yes. But this formation we are talking about goes beyond the biology. The biology is the play out of this that already existed. For Jeremiah, the revelation he got was that before he was formed, God knew him. For Paul, the revelation he got was that God has separated him from the foundations of the world. God is not working, he has finished. There's no panic in heaven. Corona is not a news in heaven. It didn't meet God unaware. The cure exists. Just waiting for men who partner with divinity, though intellectually, to access it. Yes. Faith is not faith if there's no picture. Abraham, that you call the father of faith, there was no way he was going to have a child until his name was changed to Abraham. Why? God was ready, but he was not conceiving the picture. God was not changing their name for fun. Why will God say, call him father of many nations, before he could give birth to a child? Because God needed him to be formed. Come. He needed the picture. He needed the image. He needed him to come to a point where he knows. Now, God wants you to believe what he has finished, though having not seen it like you have seen it. That's faith. That is, faith is a product of seeing something. It's a product of revelation of something. Now, anything that God finishes is the truth. What exists here is the fact. So, somebody has COVID is a fact. If the fellow in the spirit realm, in the realm that God exists, has fortified himself with the word to the point that he knows this thing has no space in my body, to that extent, in no time, it will displace this. The truth is a more powerful force than fact. Do you get what I'm saying now? Now, God had to call him. He didn't say you call yourself. Sarah, call him. Do you call your own name? People call you your name. And when they call you your name, something happens to you. The meaning. Keep calling him father of many nations. It needs to sink. It needs to be preached to him till he hears. You keep calling her princess. Somebody needs to preach it to her till she hears. As he was calling her princess, he was becoming. As he was calling father of many nations, he was getting rejuvenated. The process could never happen as powerful as God was, or as God is. The process could never happen until they were ready. How are they ready? With the pictures. So God had to let us know, as you think in your heart, so are you. My power will be given to you. But that realm here, your thought process, that realm is the cast, where things take shape. Regardless of what I supply, they will take the shape of your cast. Are you seeing that now? If you think you are small, even with my great power, your cast, smallness, that is what you will see. How does God get his job done? The energy for the creation is flowing from him. Then he sees it. God sees it first. So where were you before your parent gave birth to you? You were in the thought of God. You were in his mind. He knew you from there. Your past, present, and future are a finished works. But yet, you were not created as a robot to go and finish what had already existed. You have choice. Meaning that now, in the scope of that boundless finished works, is his will if you function according to pattern. Meaning that all the directions God will give you in life will be in line of what he has finished. And he said what he has finished, they are of what? I know the thought I think towards you, the thought of you to give you a hope and a future. That is, they are of a perfect end. But despite the fact that they have a perfect end, there are still ways. Deuteronomy 30 verse 19. There are still ways for you to choose outside of those boundaries.